Welcome back, beautiful brave hearts. We're so happy to have you again on our show, Pain-Free Pelvis. I'm your host, Irina Harvey, and this is your host, Nadia Williams.
And today we're going to talk about pelvic floor and very interesting topic, how we relate it in our relationship and with our pelvis. And we thought with Irina what we would like to bring today to our show and what we would like to talk about pelvic floor. And we thought like that if we can talk about an unhealthy pelvic floor creates an unhealthy relationship. And we've been thinking about how we can bring this topic today. And looking back at our students with whom we've been working during the 6 years, what demand they have and the symptoms and how we did work with them together to create a little bit better their relation with themselves first of all, and then of course with their partners. And today, after graduation on New World Practitioner with Dr. Darrell Wolf, we totally understand how our pelvic floor is function and how it's create total happiness and health, and sometimes it can create really unpleasant symptoms and taking all our energy from joy and to feel energized just because we have so much discomfort in our pelvic floor. And for example, like you know that our pelvic floor is started below the ribs, so it's all the digestive systems is here. And if we have a lot of inflammation, we have infection, we have scar tissue, adhesions, it can create really, really unpleasant symptoms. And like for example, if we have adhesions in our intestine, down in the pelvic floor, in the low abdominal, it can create so much pain, and plus it can create the pulling. You know, there's like the pain, we don't know from where it's coming, because it's like that something pulling you inside. And when we can have a pain in our ovaries, in our uterus, low abdominal, or this pain can be everywhere around this area, even in our low back. And for example, when we do have this pain, I don't think we really want to enjoy our relation. I'm talking about our intimate relation, like to make love, for example, because if we're swollen, like 3 months pregnant, because the bacteria is in our digest system, because we ate something and it doesn't like it what we ate, and because inflammation and of course adhesions which are closing the segment, that's what makes so painful for ladies. And ladies sometimes they don't know what's going on with them, so they're going to see doctors, but adhesions you cannot see them. I don't think on any medical devices, but you can feel them. And of course, when we've been studying with Irina, with Dr. Darrell Wolf, and we found out about the perfect day diet and protocol and supplements and non-surgical treatments, plus our techniques, what we are doing with the pelvic floor muscles, that together create such a beautiful program and amazing result. Because by taking inflammation down and bacteria and infection and adhesions, we come later and we working on your pelvic floor to bring nutrition over there as a blood flow, lift circulation, and oxygenation to the tissues of the pelvic floor area. And that actually creates such a healthy environment in our pelvis, because we don't have a gassy stomach. we can eat what we would love to eat, and the energy, we don't store here negative energy because we in pain, so we have a totally different behavior with our partners because we are more enlightening, we are more light, and we don't create those negativity about about intimacy, because we don't have pain and comfort symptoms. I want to mention that very often the pelvic pain can create the sexual aversions when we just like ignore ourselves as a sexual being because we have so much pain, and of course it's automatically transferring to our partners because we have so much pain and so much discomfort here that we just want to be by ourselves, to be alone, because it's so much pain inside. And sometimes we don't talk about our partners.
Exactly.
Sometimes we don't talk with our partners about our discomfort because we're shy or because we have a little uncomfort to talk about such private things, what's happening in our pelvis, and that's like a lack of communication, conversation. And that is create even more issues because one of the partner feel a little bit refused without any explanation, and that of course energy is changing right away. And it's so important to talk about if you have uncomfort symptoms and something is like really disturbing you. But it's also very important, first of all, to love yourself and taking care about your body from A to Z, and not to have those symptoms. Do you want to edit something?
Yes, I was just listening to you, and I'm sorry, I'm struggling to keep a slight smile on my face, and I know that it doesn't look great in the camera, but those topics are so serious that like you can hardly smile when someone's talking about it, because so many women out there are truly struggling with everything that Nadia just described, with so much inflammation and so many pelvic floor problems that truly do start in our large intestine and then progress and go lower in our pelvis. And it doesn't have to be that way, and that's what we keep talking about on the show and in our classes. It doesn't have to be that way, but we do need to show up for ourselves and get that education. If you don't want to get it with us, go to someone else, to whoever you like, and get it there. But you must take massive personal action and educate yourself. This is the first step to learn how to create your perfect day, how to create your perfect environment, how to create your perfect life in order to have those perfect relationships, first of all with yourself, and then with everyone else, not just with your partners, with your kids. You cannot be a good, happy mom if you're constantly struggling with pain. And one of the things that I also wanted to add, for some reason while you were talking, I was thinking about endometriosis. I was thinking about vulvodynia, this strange name, vulvodynia, oh my God. Basically what vulvodynia is, it's a pain in your vaginal area that no one knows where it comes from. A great diagnosis, here you have this scary diagnosis and we don't know how to fix it. And regarding endometriosis, it takes a woman anywhere from 3 to 5 to 7 years get diagnosed that she has endometriosis, because everything starts with pain. And again, oh my God, we don't know where the pain comes from. Well, it comes from inflammation. And then we also ignoring the fact that our teenagers are on birth control in North America from the age of 13, whatever, 12, 14, when they start their first period, they're automatically put on birth control. And no one wants to talk about the fact that birth control doesn't really regulate your hormones, it dysregulates them. So how is that helping your body? And if you look at the statistics, and as birth control was progressively introduced to women in North America and around the world, but let's talk about North America, and you look at statistics of endometriosis, how they both grew at the same time. So to say that there is no connection there is just wrong. And any practitioner out there, any doctor out there that is still prescribing different types of birth control to young people, and when it doesn't work with their bodies and they come back and they have heavy bleeds for 10 days or no bleeding at all, or when they have other symptoms, when they gain weight, and they should say, oh, just not the right birth control for you, let's try another one. Well, how about we'll start educating ourselves on symptothermal method of contraception, which is a natural method. When you learn about your body, you learn about the mucus that your body is producing on a daily basis, you learn on the temperature, you learn on the fact that you can get pregnant only 5 to 6 days out of the month of your menstrual cycle. Yes, you heard me right. Only 5 to 6 days you can get pregnant. And the rest of the time, you don't need to be on the pill. And if you have a partner that, you're in committed relationships, you don't have to use anything. Actually, male sperm is very beneficial for our vaginal environment, for our flora. So there's so much out there that we don't know because we just never chose to study. No one ever told us that there is fantastic sexual education that exists there. And sexual doesn't mean education about sex as an intercourse. Sexual means education about sexes, about female sex, about male sex, about female and male sex interaction with each other. So there is so much that I want to say, and you probably hear a little bit frustration in my voice right now, and I apologize for that. This frustration is not with any of you who are listening to me right now. This frustration that I'm experiencing right now is frustration with the whole system that exists out there, that someone put in place and truly put time and effort to build it, to make it so dysfunctional. So we are really struggling to succeed, become healthy, and to learn about our bodies, all the basic information that we need to know. We're still cannot say certain things on air because Facebook will block us, or Instagram will not let us promote,
or someone will not like it.
Exactly, or some people will not like it there, and they will keep sending horrible comments because we talk about wonderful things that we all should know about our bodies. So yes, it still exists, and no, we're not going to stop, and yes, we'll be bringing this education slowly but surely, more and more. We will be bringing it and opening more and more topics. And one of the things that we are teaching in our courses, it's not just about fitness, and it's not just about health. It's also about pleasure.
Yes.
And you can only, and it's not just intimate pleasure, pleasure with life. You cannot enjoy life. You cannot enjoy a good meal if you're not healthy, because you cannot digest a good meal. You cannot share it with anyone else because you're not going to go out when you're not feeling good. So pleasure starts with us being healthy, and with us loving ourselves and taking that first step to learn about our own bodies and taking care of our bodies. Because even though we are light energy, magnetical, vibrational beings, but we are those beings in the physical body. So we need to take care of this home of ourselves, this temple of the physical body. And that's what we teach in our course. We actually teach a lot. Just in this very first course that we will be teaching on the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd of April here in Ixtapa, Mexico, in World International World Healing and Training Center. It's just the basics what we give, but it's so much. It's the basic that everyone needs to know. It's like you cannot go to college if you didn't learn math and didn't learn some basic writing and some history and some other things. And you can choose to learn it at school or you can choose to learn it at home, but either way you need to learn some basics before you can progress. Same with your body. You need to learn some basics before you can progress with more advanced things. And you don't have to go to advanced, but you can. One of the things that we teach on the 5th level in our trainings is it's a complete training and preparation for non-traumatic vaginal birth. And what we do, we can actually simulate, okay, just listen to this. We can simulate non-traumatic vaginal birth with a woman in our class on the mat with the help of a very special intravaginal simulation device. Let that sink in for a second. You can actually simulate birth. So that means that everything can open and close without any tears in a way that it will open and close when you actually having a baby. I think that's pretty amazing. Tell me where else in the world you can do that. But that's, like I said, that's 5th level of training, and I'm not saying that everyone should do it. And I'm not saying that if you will just take one level of, excuse me please, if you will take just one level of training, you can't have non-traumatic vaginal birth. Yes, you can. I had it myself, and I had 0 training. I did not know about this beautiful program. I did not know about Dr. Daryl Wolf at the time. I knew other things. I was very healthy because I was brought up healthy by my mom and my grandmother. My grandmother was a farmer, so we always had access to beautiful, fantastic food. I had great diet, and my mom was also a practitioner, and she worked with, how would you say it? Sorry, I'm looking for right words because.
Very healthy organic supplements.
Yes, yes, she worked with supplements, and she was also like nutritional, holistic health coach back in Ukraine, and yes, so that kind of set me on the right track. So I have to thank them for that. But besides that, I just, when I realized that I'm pregnant, I thought, okay, I don't know anything about this. It happened, so I need to prepare myself. And also what truly helped me, I thought, I need to prepare that baby. Because I don't remember what book I read, but it was a beautiful book. And it said there that it's bigger stress for a baby to come to this world than for us to experience childbirth. And I thought, wow, that makes so much sense, because there they are, beautiful, beings in that perfect environment, in their mommy's tummy and in their mommy's womb. Sorry, and then they're pushed and shoved and hit with the bright light and that medical environment and this crazy world. So I thought, like, okay, I'm just, I can do this, but I was thinking about the baby the whole time, and that's why I was like so relaxed. Like the pain was not really that bad, was bearable, and I was concentrating on my breathing because I know my breathing is baby's breathing. So, and it just went great, and it went great 2 times. And then when I learned about this fitness with Nadia, I was blown away. I thought, like, oh my God, there's a whole system out there. You can teach a woman from A to Z how to get there, where I kind of like took pieces, piece by piece, puzzle by puzzle, and put it together for myself, and it happened. And also I have to say that it was a big help that I had a beautiful partner at the time that was with me every step of the way, and that set the right emotional environment for me, which is very important for the production of all the right hormones that you need to produce in order for your cervix to open and for all your muscles to open, and you have to be relaxed and in a happy state to do that. And so that's what we teach in our classes. We teach you how to be in that happy state. We teach you how to get to that perfect day with Dr. Daryl's protocols. It's just amazing how everything works well in this tandem. It's like a beautiful dance. It's hardly work, because if you truly love yourself, and if you love yourself, you want to take care of your body, And you just do this work with pleasure. It becomes your, you know.
This is part of you. This is your entire body.
Yeah.
It's you. It's no separation. It's a mind and body connection, and it's beautiful when we can give and share this knowledge with the women, to give this a little bit of little understanding of their own body, so that right away you be taking out the insecurity, unpleasant symptoms. We give health all together with Dr. Darrell Wolf, and with our practice we give a healthy understanding how we function, and we take the fear, like Irina say about child delivery. Very often women, they just get scared, and from this fear, because they have no enough of knowledge, that's what's happening, that they have a difficult delivery, and that after with all those symptoms, tears, hemorrhoids, and of course incontinence, because of the woman pushing so much. And like when Irina, she was talking about that we don't get this education, it's true, it's cool. Nobody educates us about our pelvic floor. Usually how we get sexual education: this is your pelvic floor, this is your genital, this is female, this is male, and then so don't get pregnant, don't get infection, and I think that's it.
And that's it. And here's the pill, and here are the condoms. That's it. And you're good to go. You know.
And if you're a little bit stressed, this is another pill: anti-anxiety and birth control, and that's it. And it's not only for
it's
women,
not a good toolkit to go into
men,
life with.
When we talk to teenagers, like
Definitely.
boy and girls, they have no idea about their own body. They have no idea. Like sometimes they even don't know the name of their anatomy, how the things called.
Exactly.
How often we give classes, and then we explain the pelvic floor, and we give the name and explain how it's function. We see the women look at us like, oh my, I'm like 47 and I didn't know this is placed here and it's working this way.
Absolutely.
And it's not fault. It's not her fault. It's just like nobody teaches. And of course, it's great if other women can just find the books and some information and to read about. But I think it's great that when we learn, we can spread and share this knowledge, because it's must. It's no other.
Yes.
It's must. It's no other vocabulary I can find. And like I'm working a lot with women who coming to me after hysterectomy. And this is like to coming back to the relationship. First of all, they've been taking out one of the precious organ in their body. Second, it depends, it's a half or full hysterectomy, and sometimes it's shortening the vaginal canal, and it's create a lot of pain and uncomfort symptoms during the love making. And for women just thinking that they don't have uterus, it's kind of like
makes them feel less
less feminine, and they cannot think about anything else. And one of my clients, she was talking like she took like 5 classes probably, and she was like non-stop talking about that she has no uterus, and she was talking that she was trying to give a message to her partner, and I told her that, like, you still have your all, you still have everything you need. Most important, you just don't think about, and your partner, he will not notice or he will not think like the way you thinking. Just don't send this message. And I saw her, she was like crying, and she said like that, but this is part of my body. And it was so much in her mind that it took quite a long time to work on it. But plus it create pain and really uncomfort symptoms, like incontinence. It's like very private topic.
Can I say something?
And
I just want to interfere for 1 second. You know, it's amazing that we have, and again, I'm speaking, I live in North America, in the United States. Right now we're here in Mexico, so I'll just speak about this region. I will not speak for the whole world. But in US, you go to a store, pharmacy, grocery store, you literally have aisles of pads and diapers and all kinds of stuff for incontinence. Like seriously, we're not embarrassed to go and see a whole aisle dedicated to that, but we're still embarrassed to bring it up and talk about it. We're still embarrassed to actually show up and fix it. It's just, it blows my mind. And I don't know what has to happen and how lone women need to suffer through this to finally show up for themselves and fix it. You know, do you know how many women came to me personally here and back in the States and, you know, and reached out to us over email and over phone. And, you know, we're talking about the price of the course or about personal classes because they didn't want to be in the group setting, which, again, you know, group settings are so much more fun. Honestly, they're way more beneficial and they're way more fun. But again, we're so uncomfortable to be in a group because this is so terrible. No, it's not. So anyway, so
and it's very
So I just wanted to say one more thing, that women are willing to pee in their pads, in their underwear, in their pants for years, but they're not willing to spend whatever the course cost is. You know, we always changing. We give sales and you know, we give discounts, and group classes are always cheaper than personal training. But still, it's not that expensive. So when will you show up and spend that money on you? We spend so much money on so many different things without even thinking about it. But when it comes to our personal health, and that is a lasting health, because honestly, I don't want to see women after the course. I don't want them to take the course twice. Do I want to stay in touch with them? Yes, certainly. We always create groups on Telegram, on WhatsApp, so we always stay in touch. We always send each other updated videos if we have any, and we are always welcoming them back into our touch-up classes. That's how we call them. It's usually
friends.
Yeah, it's so, usually those classes
so
are not even for
like
pay.
Like
yeah,
on the second day,
just to reconnect.
Women open up so much and start sharing their different stories of their life and their experience with their body and their feelings, what they go through. So that is like, it's become like a sisterhood. We like,
it's not like, it is a sisterhood.
It is, yeah, that's like it's open. And you know what is beautiful about that? It's like to go and to see psychologists because you're here and like with the women, we sharing, we learning from each other. We learning from our students, like every new student, every woman
is a teacher.
It's a teacher because we're learning from her body, we're learning from her feedback, from her breathing, from her moving, because every woman individually is so beautiful and has a totally different reaction. So we're learning together with you, and more we're learning with you, we can more edit and to be more helpful. And coming back to urinary incontinence, because it's about
finally we circled back. I'm sorry, it's easy to get
today we have we're talking about healthy pelvis creates a healthy relation. I always go back to my students because it's the best examples how we can bring them the information. Like I had few women, they have like really strong emergency incontinence, and once she came to me and she said, Nadia, I need your help because I'm afraid to make love with my partner because some few times I have an accident, and so that was so embarrassing for her, and it is, and that's just simple pelvic floor exercise, knowledge about your function and dysfunction, plus diet, inflammation. I'm like, when I'm getting to this topic, I'm getting a little bit emotional because I work with those women, and when I'm talking, I'm thinking about each one and how we've been working. And the most was those female confidence, when we are losing this female confidence because of all those unpleasant symptoms, because our pelvic floor, our large intestine and digestive system is not working. So that's what's happening when we can just take our health, our well-being, our pleasure in our hands and work on it and just to be better and better, and then share it with, as I always say, with your daughters, with your kids, with everyone. I have a beautiful stepdaughter. She's 19 years old, and I remember when she get to the age of 16, 17, and we start talking to her about like little bit adult topics, she'd been asking me a lot of questions, and I did ask her, did you learn this at school? What did they explain? And she said, nope. And so after she brought her girlfriend, and we had a really, really nice girlish conversation, and they've been asking me about a lot of questions. They have no idea how it's function, and that's what we're planning with Irina to teach kids. So
Nadia, I'm sorry to interrupt you. I see a comment that I was just reading as you were speaking from Karen McFarlane. And she says, I have a pelvic floor prolapse, both back and front. I can't have a normal bowel movement without having to take laxatives, and I suffer with constant urine infections and overactive bladder. This has made my life a total misery for nearly 3 years. I'm having a Bowie pelvic floor operation done on the 16th of April, and hopefully this will change my life around. Dear Karen, of course I cannot tell you what to do, but one thing that I want to ask you, if you can please call us at the phone number that we'll provide at the end of the show, and I'm sorry that I don't remember on top of my head, or email us at, can you guys give me a phone number so actually we'll say it right now? Just 1 second, please. Okay, so here's our email. It's painfreepelvis@docofdetox.com, or our WhatsApp number 250-800-2438, and our 800 number is +1 855 900 45 44. Please, and yes, extension 8 for that number. So +1 855 900 45 44, extension 8. Please call us, give us a call, because we can actually give you in-depth, absolutely free of charge consultation, because I would need to know what kind of prolapses do you have, what stage they are, and I understand, but back and front, but still, like, I need more information, and I need more information about your medical history. I need more information about your weight, height, and all that stuff. I want to figure out if your constipation is just from your prolapses, which it can be, or your constipation is actually because you're so inflamed into your large exactly. So maybe you don't need that surgery. You know, like most surgeries we don't need. And I don't know if you listen to our...
Do you have a child delivery naturally or cesarean?
Yes, there are so many questions to be asked. So please reach out to us, and maybe, just maybe, we can reverse this surgery, because surgery creates so much scar tissue and so much inflammation, and you just never know how it's going to go. That's why, like, if we can reverse it, please reach out to us. We would be happy to help you.
Yes. And
is there any other comments? Let's check the comments. I have all the symptoms. I don't know what is. Probably symptoms you have described. Said Arlene Bressett. Okay, please reach out to us, and also, guys, not just reach out to us. Please book a consultation here with practitioners, master practitioners of Dr. Daryl Wolf at docofdetox.com. All the practitioners are listed there, and you can pick with whoever you're more comfortable. And they're all here running shows almost every day. So please listen to them. Pick the one that closest to your spirit. And it's only $150. That's the best thing that I did for myself in my life. And I actually had nothing wrong with me. Like, seriously, I had no medical issues, no problems. I don't remember when the last time I was to the doctor's office. I just don't go there. But I took this consultation, and it was fantastic. And I got book for free. Dr. Wolf's 40 years of work, 300 plus pages of perfect day. It was fantastic.
The bonuses?
Wait, I wanted to go through questions and then the bonuses.
Okay, no, because I thought...
Let's finish with the questions. How much is your course? So our course is usually $14.95, but just recently we cut it to $800, so like basically like half price. And it literally happened, what, yesterday or before yesterday?
Couple days ago.
And I'm sorry that we didn't announce it yet. Well, because it was the weekend, that's why. And we just started to, we got some people that bought Zoom course started to email us because they noticed the price drop. And I'm so sorry that we didn't get back to you yet. We are sending emails to everyone, and you can either get a full refund if you didn't, if the dates that we changed the course for, Zoom course for the 6th, 7th, and 8th of May doesn't work for you, or if it works for you, fantastic. We just will give you half of your money back, and we'll keep the $800 because we discounted course to that price to make it more accessible for you. Just please show up and do it. And one more thing, yes, you do need to show up and you do need to do the work. So if you're looking for a magic pill, you're gonna come and pay either $800 or $1,500, and you'll come for 3 days and you will not do anything. You will just listen and participate, and then you will not do the work. Sorry, this course is not for you. Yes.
You will get in knowledge, but you will
And
not
honestly,
have
we
a
don't want your
result.
money. We don't want your money. We want someone who is ready to take massive personal action, do this fun work, participate with all the women, find amazing sisterhood, find new friends with whom you can talk about everything and not be judged, to whom you can call a month, a year later with anything and share and get an answer and get, loving answer back with no judgment. This place is for you. If you're looking for a magic pill, no.
I like
okay.
that. Is that the word
let's
I
read the
say?
next.
I would say unhealthy relationship create unhealthy pelvis. 100% agree. Because when we have unhealthy relationship, we have so much negativity, so much unspoken conversation, like lack of communication. And women, usually what we do, we keep our emotions, our negative thinking storage where in our pelvis, so everything is here, and it's not surprised that we create some diseases over there. It's I totally agree. Thank you.
Yes, thank you so much. Do we have any more comments?
I have all this.
Actually, I have a remote. I can scroll. Okay, we read this. I also have all bleed. My stools are black blood. Karen, darling, you definitely need to schedule a perfect day consultation, because we can really unravel this quickly within an hour, because we just need more information from you.
Yeah.
And please reach out today, right now. It's $150, the best $150 that you'll ever spend. And maybe, just maybe, we will reverse your surgery. I'm actually really excited about it, because that would be fantastic. It would be so fantastic if we could help you. Yes, and we can help you in a distance, definitely. Well, I don't know your story, so I don't want to go that fast. Maybe you do need to come in person, but maybe, just maybe, we can help you on a distance.
Yes.
Okay, let's scroll.
That's all.
Oh, that's it. Okay.
So we will talk
Yes,
about bonuses and what is in the course.
Well, I think we kind of talked today about what's in the course, and we will have show tomorrow and on Tuesday. I mean, tomorrow and on Wednesday, one more show on Thursday, and then on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, we're starting our course. Din, 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 din. And I think for today's, that's it. I think it was good. I think we gave...
So you can ask us any questions, you can write us, call us, we're here for you. We're happy to share our knowledge and be helpful in every sense, mentally, physically, emotionally.
Yes. Thank you so much, brave
Thank you.
hearts. It was amazing to have you. Thank you so much for showing up and watching our shows. Thank you for all the comments that you leave us. Thank you for all the emails and messages and direct that you send us. We really appreciate, because like I said, every student is a teacher, and we do appreciate you just as much as a lot of you appreciate us. Have a blessed evening. See you
Thank
tomorrow.
you.
Thank you.
You know, it's not good enough to have the most powerful courses, treatments, and training. We want to deliver to you the adventure of a lifetime that's going to last a lifetime. And I'm going to take you on a little adventure right now and show you what we are going to deliver. What are we going to deliver? We are going to deliver the authentic you, the real you, the genius inside. How would you like to become not just the master of your mind, but the master of your body, the master of your life? You know what? The most important world is your world, and we're about to show you how to create it.
Found Dr. Wolf and all his positivity and trying to reshape our way of thinking and help me be a better person, a better mom, better wife. I'm glad I found him in person in Ixtapa, Mexico.
Never limit yourself to beautiful, because that's what you are. Take a look at this beautiful place. We all deserve beauty in our life. You need to create a new program that is unlimited when it comes to things that are beautiful, things that make you happy, things that make you shine, things that make you feel excited. Let's get excited.
This guy's got something really interesting to say and he's sharing it really openly and we're just really not caring what other people think, and I just thought that was really empowering.
What I've learned in my life is this: to be the change you wish to be the change you wish to see, Braveheart, you have to understand you take life one step at a time.
Dr. Wolf, as many people will have seen, is very direct and straight and will take you to the edge of the cliff, as he says, and then pull you back just in time.
Never lose your focus. Never lose your dream, because you are the dream maker. It's called image, but guess what? It's your imagination. The image that you hold creates the thought that you live with. That thought creates an emotion that creates a frequency, and we know that the invisible creates the physical. I mean, that's quite obvious. So be the power that you seek, and understand something, that all your thoughts matter. And guess what? Unless you're willing to take a look at those thoughts and retrain your brain, change your personality, you'll never change your reality, and your reality could become infinite.
He's a wealth of information, and I love it.
You were created by your creator to create. So let's create something amazing together.
I found Dr. Wolf and I went, wow, here's a truth speaker. And he spoke to my soul and he spoke truth.
So tell me what you think of the destination that I came up with my imagination to hold the whole life coach certification for you. Understand something. It's all about beauty. It's all about adventure. It's all about stimulating the mind, okay? And understanding that your mind is unlimited. And that is what the whole life coach certification is all about. In the whole life coach certification, we are going to go deeper. We have people coming to us, professionals coming to us, from doctors to nurses to accountants to oil riggers to mothers that want to expand their life. And when they come here, they go, I need to learn to help my family, or I want to improve my business. But guess what? We get into their business. When they leave, they become the change that they wish to see, that they wish to be. They become the gift to the world, because when you can stay in the present, and you can't do that until you have unconditional love and care for yourself. And I'll tell you something right now. I have hardly even found 1 out of 1,000 practitioners, or even so-called whole life coaches, that can hold the present moment and own it and then give it as a gift. And this is what I'm going to give to you. And when you come here, this is where you're going to come into this room when you need to find alignment, you need to find balance, and you need to get back into your lion heart breath, because we're going to go deep into your heart and we're going to become the spark that you seek.
And actually what I really love about Dr. Wolf's teachings is that unconditional love is literally it. And then you're like, how can it be that easy? That's just silly. So, but it's really not.
Come play, come stay, come train with us today. Understand something. I know we have fear, but understand, that's just false evidence appearing real. I get it. Stick your toe in, feel the water, but then I want you to dive right in, because
How I found my brave heart was through Daryl.
He really teaches you to go within and go in through your heart and not your mind, because your heart's a lot more connected to so much more than your mind. Your mind is just so conditioned and your heart is just so open and beautiful.
You're the answer that you've been looking for. Let me teach you how to fly. What does that mean? First, love yourself, Braveheart. Let's take life in and win.
I had just lost my husband a couple of years ago. With his passing, he gave me the greatest gift to love myself. But Dr. Wolf gave me the greatest gift in understanding that.
I had a dream 3 years ago that I would live in Mexico and I would have this training center, this teaching center, this treatment center that would touch the world. Your dreams are never too big. And when they start to create a little bit of anxiety, turn them into excitement. And get excited, because this is your life.
He's the first doctor that I have encountered that has truly given me the truth, and not just half truths, but the full truth. So it's been revolutionary for me in my healing process.
And this, my friend, when you take on the dream of all dreams and you realize that if you stay connected to your breath, that you can have it all. Do not let anybody take your breath away. Do not let anybody steal your dream, okay? Listen, God gave you imagination. This is your sandbox of life. Take your life back. Right now, we are teaching courses to people that have come from all over the world, and the government is saying you can't travel, you can't breathe, you can't have this, you can't come together. Yes, we will. And we will do it with unconditional love for each other. And we will learn to grow. We will not judge each other. We'll observe and see where we can support each other. But at the same time, we will hold the Braveheart line, because this is the only way that we can grow. So find your roar, because you're so much more. And learn this. You are the unconditional love that you've been looking for. You are the dream maker. I can't wait to see you. We want to become that small piece of the puzzle that brings your dream together. Thank you.